Yeah, that's always my shift beer every day for the most part.
Oh, yeah.
That could never work for you.
And as we know, owning a brewery, you limit yourself to one beer a day.
For sure.
You know,
Just one style of beer a day, you mean, right?
depends on how you look at it. Potato.
Depends on if it's work or not.
Quality control is work, so it doesn't count. Which we did.
Maple syrup dripping from his fake roll. Who did he see when he heard who was there? Now it seems that he should.
All right, everybody, welcome out to the Log Room Guys Craft Beer Show. It is Monday, special Monday edition, not Tuesday. It is Monday, December the 20th, 2021. Jersey Chani coming at you. With me, as always, is none other Mr. Beer Samurai. Say hello, Mr. Samurai.
Hey, folks. It's a good thing that you have me muted during the intro because I've started to sing along with the.
It's very sing-alongable, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sing-alongable?
Sing-alongable. Absolutely.
All right.
Why not?
It's got to be a better adjective than that.
I kind of like that one, actually. Sing-alongable.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Right.
As long as I'm
sing along is a dashed, so it's like a one word kind of thing. It was hyphenated, right?
Well, you put up with me saying thrice all the time, so
sure, why not? Absolutely.
But that actually is a word.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, for tonight, sing alongable is a word.
Sing alongable is a word.
Sing alongable.
That and nose feel.
Well, if nose feels a word, sing alongable is a word. Okay, fair enough.
So.
Well, at least we found some shtick to talk about.
Well, yeah, because we were talking beforehand that we have no shtick tonight.
We're going to be shtickless tonight. I hate it when I'm shtickless.
It's just let you leave the house.
It's shtickless, yeah.
The only way
you won't be needing that now.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
No shtick.
An ode to Sam Kinison.
And also we've got today's National Sangria Day. We're not drinking sangria because we talk about beer.
Today is National Sangria Day. Happy National Sangria, everybody, for all you sangria drinkers watching this craft beer podcast. So, or listening to it.
There might be some.
There could be a few. You never know.
And then it's also Go Caroling Day. And
happy Go Caroling Day. And guess what I'm doing? Guess what I'm doing after this podcast?
Are you going caroling?
I'm going caroling. Mm-hmm. I've already filled the flasks.
Oh, poor neighborhood.
Already filled the flasks.
All right, well, you have fun with that.
There you go. So we're going caroling. It's Go Caroling Day. How can I not go caroling?
It's Go Caroling Day. It's a Go Caroling.
Exactly.
I can't imagine caroling down here because it's like, what's about 75 degrees right now? Something like that. So that's why I'm like, so it's our holiday show. So I've got the Hawaiian shirt on, but it's like Christmas colors. So we will do that. John just got a text.
John didn't get a text.
No. Look at
John was just putting something else up. I just want to also make this announcement. Happy birthday, Jack.
Hey, happy birthday, Jack.
Happy birthday, Dad. It's his birthday today. So
cheers, Jack.
Throw that out there already. Cheers, Dad. There you go. And we do have a comment, though. The comment is from Brian. Brian Alt. He likes sangria, but he doesn't have any. All right. So there you go. I like sangria, too. I'll drink sangria.
I like eating the fruit.
Yeah, but do you like sangria?
It's like, can I pull that back? I can't hold it back. It's too late. It's out there.
Exactly. All right.
Anyway. Speaking of eating, I wasn't eating at the beginning of the show. It's the first time I haven't eaten at the beginning of the show since
almost a year ago.
Since Tom's first show.
Since Tom's first show the second Tuesday in January this year, I think.
But I did have a good meal before I got here. We had some spaghetti, some Caesar salad, and garlic bread.
You did?
And yeah.
I think that's what you had last year before you came on.
It's very possible because I was at my brother's.
Last year when you were in Florida, I mean. You know what I meant.
Yeah. But I was at my brother's.
And
who do you think made that meal?
I think this guy made that meal. This guy right here. This guy right here.
There he is. It's now a tradition.
There he is right there.
Hey. Hello.
There he is. What an exclamation point even. Look at that.
There.
Well, if I can be the Beer Samurai, he can be Brian C. Sean. Got the exclamation point. And his third album is where he earned that exclamation point.
There you go. And total echo now, by the way, just to let you know.
There we go.
There we go.
So, but we have to have him talk every now and then.
Well, every now and then he's going to talk. Yeah, exactly.
And he's got to come off mute.
But let's bring on now. We were having Tim. Was it Dornblaser? I believe.
Darren's doing this, so yeah.
Tim Dornblaser,
got it.
One of the owners, one of the brothers, the owners. Steve is his brother, I believe, right?
I looked all around the brewery, and he's not here.
He's not. Did you look under the chair back there? No.
No, not there either.
Okay. In the cooler that Brian was next to before, was he in there?
No, it's got glass doors, so it'd be hard to hide in there.
All right. So why don't we just bring Darren on then? How about that?
Yeah, we'll bring Darren on. He's agreed to come on.
Let's bring Darren. Darren Will Height. There he is, right there. He's sales and marketing, beer tending, tap room, glass and bottle washer, chief cook, everything else. You name it, he does it.
Deputy bottle washer.
Deputy bottle washer. There you go.
Deputy.
Yes. Well,
How are you,
having me
Darren?
on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I'm
Thanks
well,
for coming
yourself? Yeah.
on. I'm doing good. The three of you are in Florida. It's cooler in Jersey. It's been about 28 degrees out right now.
It's only 28 up there?
Only 28. Yeah. So that's
Nice.
fun.
Robust 75 here, I think. So.
All right. I have something for the three of you. Hold on. Let me get it. There you go.
There it is.
There it is.
All right.
Yeah, the cold beer just tastes better when it's warmer
There you
outside.
go. Sure it does.
I'm in shorts. I don't know about you, but I'm in shorts.
Yeah, I'm in shorts. We're all in
I
shorts.
have a flannel on and I'm in my house. So there you go. So
You always have a flannel on.
well, that's true. I don't have a flannel on in the summer. I mean, come on.
I've seen you wear a flannel on the beach.
Yeah, in
Flannel
December.
on the beach.
Because he only lives, 4 blocks from the beach?
Four blocks, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. So how you guys doing tonight on this Christmas week, this big holiday week? We're commencing on tonight. Started out with, of course, my father's birthday, but what do we got? Let's look at it this way. We got there's another birthday this week too. Is there not, Mr. Samurai?
Yeah, and one of the main reasons I am down here is my daughter turns 12 in 2 days.
Your daughter turns 12 in 2 days. So on the 22nd, your daughter will be 12 years old.
She'll be 12 years old.
And
so-
Brian, I heard that your niece is going to be 12 on Wednesday too, right?
That's how it works. Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
amazing.
I see how that works. I figured it out on my own. Look at
David, we'll have to introduce them to each other.
that.
Yeah, one of these days. When we get back to your place, if she's not in the pool again.
There you go. And then Thursday we got Festivus.
For the rest of us,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
Airing
are we
of the
going to air any
grievances.
grievances tonight? Because we're not going to be on the air on Thursday. So
well, we aired some grievances. Well, you just aired some grievances with one gesture.
this is true. This is very true.
The fact that you're not in
so
Florida.
those the
Hey,
first
we'll have to do
grievance
feats
there,
of
yeah.
strength later. They'll have to do that. So.
Yes.
Anyway, and then of course Christmas Eve on Friday and Christmas Day on Saturday. So good. Should be a good week. Should be a fun week.
Full calendar.
Full calendar this week. So what are you drinking there, Samurai? Start us off. What are you drinking?
Well, I'm sitting in NOBO Brewing. So did we mention the fact that I'm actually in NOBO Brewing?
We didn't mention that yet, so mention it away.
So-
So Darren, obviously from NOBO and Beer Samurai.
See,
Dave is
I'm
actually
looking
in
at
NOBO.
Darren right now, and
Right.
it says NOBO there. It looks like the O decided to try to kill itself at one point, and they're
It took a plunge the other day. Now this is actually a good story, right? So the O, apparently when our brewer walked in the morning,
right.
the Friday morning, the O had fallen off the wall. The O had fallen off the wall and knocked this tap open,
Oh, great.
and nobody was here. And so he said, I noticed it was a little sticky. And we said, yeah, because that drained a half barrel of Pinot Noir barrel-aged honey blonde right down the drain. And so that's how that happened. And then the next day when I was bartending, I noticed that my beer wasn't pouring correctly. And when we looked at the gauges, we noticed that it also drained all of the beer gas mixture out of it. So I was out of beer gas as well. So that was a good start to
Lovely.
the weekend. Yeah. So yes.
That's great.
So
So
now
there's
I
a
like to just, now I
there's
like
a
to
less-
tell people that the O is when the O is missing, I just tell people I give away my O freely and willingly to anyone who needs it.
there you go. And until you put it back up there, you were Knob Brewing. So.
Yes, before the knob. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
hopefully you didn't get a C. I think there is. Is there a NOBO Brewing? But I think it's with a K.
There's a Knob Brewing with a K. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so I think
yeah.
you're safe. You're safe with that.
But in any event,
Yeah.
So, what
there's
I'm
a lesson to
drinking-
be learned here. Never hang an O that can fall over a tap.
Right. Right.
Right.
So
There you
The B is fine.
Right.
yeah.
We actually
Exactly.
decided we're going to
move
move
Lichtenheiner under the O, so if the
O
O
falls,
falls,
it
it
drains
drains
the
the
beer
beer
nobody
nobody likes. So.
Right.
There you go. But there's no beer here that nobody likes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
So there we go.
There you go.
The least
I'm-
favorite.
Because I'm enjoying this one.
There you go. So sorry, Brian. I just muted you while Darren was talking. Since he's actually sitting back and talking, it was just Echo City when your mic was open when Darren was talking.
Really
so
loud.
we'll get this down. We'll get this down tonight. Don't worry. It's fine.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it
Yeah.
out. So what are you drinking there, Samurai?
So this one's called Facebook Jail.
Facebook Jail. That's where you were last week, right?
Actually, I've never been in Facebook Jail, and the rumor was this was named after Darren, but this was actually that's a false rumor.
False.
A false rumor.
False
Well,
rumor.
they like to
Isn't-
think that the stuff on my Facebook page should be in Facebook Jail. However, I've only been there for one day
There you
for
go.
saying all women are crazy.
There you
So,
go.
and I still don't see what the problem was.
Well,
but-
you just said it on Facebook again just now, so I just want to let you know.
Yeah.
So.
So.
Oh, okay, great.
there
Hopefully
goes our
if they're
podcast in a Facebook Jail.
Well, it wasn't typed though, so.
We just all went dark.
Mr. Zuckerberg, if you're watching, I'm sorry. There. Oh, look, it just went. Computer just went off. There you go. So anyway, all right. So how is that? It's a Pilsner.
It is a Pilsner, and
Very
it's a
good.
damn good Pilsner.
It's a
got
damn good Pilsner.
Yeah, it's got a nice, light malty backbone to it.
Very nice.
Really, really enjoying it.
That's awesome.
So.
That's awesome. I'm gonna.
We're gonna have a few guests walk in and out tonight too.
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
What are you?
My German friend Marcel is here. We're doing a podcast.
Yes.
Hi, Marcel. How are you?
Hi, Marcel. Welcome
There
to the
you go.
podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. There you go. Everybody.
He's wearing a Christmas sweater.
He's wearing a Christmas. It's ugly or just an actual Christmas sweater?
No, it's actually T-shirts. This is my Christmas sweater.
He can
it's a
translate
t-shirt.
Lichtenheimer for us.
Yeah, what's
Lichten-
Lichtenheiner mean?
Lichtenheiner. No, I just broke it up into syllables. Is all I did. So. What was it? What did he say?
He says they don't have that word in German. It's not a real
it's-
word in German because they don't have sours.
Oh, I gotcha. All right. Well, there you go.
Okay.
Maybe just smoke beer.
So there's no Gozes in Germany?
No,
or
because
Berliner
beer,
Weisses in Germany?
B-I-E-R is beer in German. So, Lichtenheiner. He's now staring. He's now staring
have
at the
to,
menu, reading the word over and over to see if he can come up with.
There you go. Brian-
break on the etymology.
Brian, you're paying attention. Can you check into that for us and tell us the derivative, the origination of the origin of the word Lichtenheiner?
If it's shareable, I will share.
That would be Lichtenhainer. Lichtenheiner.
Lichtenheiner.
Anyway. Okay.
And we've
so-
already made all the jokes necessary for the way that name sounds. We don't
Exactly.
need to.
We don't need to do that again.
No, we don't need to rehash.
Exactly. Brian, what are you drinking?
Facebook jail as well.
Oh, look at that. There you go. Good choice.
I would
Good
say-
choice. All right. Darren, what are you drinking? Or what are you pouring?
Well, he's pouring for a guest.
I'm pouring a crushable haze for a guest, so it's a 5.25% New England Session IPA.
And you just made him Liz pour it.
I just made a
no,
list for it.
no.
Yeah, because he had to step away and he got more foam than he was looking for.
Yeah, correct. And then I'm drinking the Checking It Twice, which is our Christmas ale. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun,
that's
which is
a good
a
one.
amber with orange blossom honey, ginger, and cinnamon, which enough adjuncts to choke a horse, but we'll be talking about that later in the show. I guess
Enough
we will.
adjuncts to choke a horse.
Hey, we're usually the ones that foreshadow. We got the guests doing foreshadowing for
Exactly.
us
See,
now.
but that's a
I
good
love it.
thing, though. It's a beautiful thing. So, I am going to be drinking. I'll throw it up right now. Cocoa from Treehouse, right there. It's a 6.8% IPA. They call it an American IPA. What?
I'm laughing because the guest just demanded a coaster.
A
Yeah.
coaster. A demanded coaster.
Germans are so fussy.
There you go, these guys. I swear. Yes, we are. No.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
just,
German.
Just
too.
ask his dad.
Exactly. So, I'm drinking I mean, it looks a little looks a little New Englandish to me.
Yeah, that's
But
that's
they call it
actually
American
hazier than
IPA.
he just poured a crushable haze, and it looks hazier than the crushable haze.
There you go.
So
Um,
Lichtenheiner. It
Lichtenheiner.
basically, I don't know if it translates directly, but it basically means a beer brewed from air dried rather than kiln dried malt.
There you go. Air dried, not kiln dried.
And
malts. There you go.
Brian put up even more.
Oh, okay. Let's put up with
I don't
Brian.
know, do we have room on the screen to put up what?
I know. Let's see. There it is.
Probably
Lichtenheiner is also a pale ale brewed from lightly smoked malt, though only barley malt is used. The approximate 8 degrees Plato wort is very lightly hopped and only boiled very briefly and exposed to either a spontaneously appearing or deliberately started lactic acid bacteria infection that gives the beer its weakly sour taste. The most that was a mouthful. Sorry. The most young beer, which isn't expected to be the mostly young beer, which isn't expected to be clear, is usually served from a barrel. There you go. Thank you very much, Brian. That's more work than.
Thank you for the copy paste.
There you go. That's more work than we intended you to do. So sorry about that.
But
anyway, supposedly, by the way, this it was much more concise, but it was it was much more delved into by Brian. So you're both Brians. Thank you, Brians. Thank you, Brians. There you go.
The one with the I, the one with the Y.
There you go. This cocoa, by the way, is it's Julius treated with toasted coconut.
That sounds awfully wonderful.
Yeah, I was going to say you might like that.
Because what is my favorite adjunct?
That would be coconut.
That would be coconut. Yes,
exactly. That's the reason I chose this, because not only was it your favorite adjunct, but foreshadowing. Again.
Darren already took care of the foreshadowing for us.
He beat me to it. Wow, that's really good.
I worked in television before, so I know how this works.
What did you do in television? It wasn't a children's show, was it?
No. I worked in local news at 3 different stations around the country for 15 years. So I worked for a New York Times station in the Quad Cities in Illinois for 5 years.
Very nice.
Very cool. And were you a field reporter?
I produced. I was a producer and executive producer.
Very nice.
Yeah. We're gonna have him produce this show. We're gonna fire Brian.
Okay.
We actually have 2 producers. We have tripled their salary. How many times?
6 times.
6 times.
6.
Mm-hmm.
6 times 0 is still 0.
6 times 0 is still 0. Exactly. So.
Yeah.
Exactly. But all right. All right. Well, why don't we get started? Since we're 17 minutes into the show, with just our typical question, the question. Darren, to the best of your knowledge, what was the first craft beer you can remember ever having?
Ooh, that's a good one. Probably Dogfish 60.
Okay.
Dogfish 60. I grew up in a town of 700 in the middle of Illinois, so craft beer took a while to trickle down to the one gas station we had. I know that they had Fat Tire in bottles, and actually the bar there carries Fat Tire as the literally only craft beer.
Really?
The one bar, but
the bar in town.
Yeah, the bar.
One gas station. One bar, one supermarket.
Yes. No lights, no stoplights.
So you only 700 people.
You only needed 1 cop then.
Yes, correct. Well, maybe one day, one nighttime guy. I don't know.
Yeah. Shift. Three.
You throw a traffic light, they're going to need 3.
3 cops, a desk sergeant, a chief. You're good to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But the funny part was in Illinois, obviously Chicago is well known for that stuff, but none of that stuff trickled down very much back then. When I moved down here, South Florida had literally 0 craft beer 17 years ago when I moved here. And so it was, again, like I remember walking into one of the local restaurants and they're like, "We got craft beer in. You want a Dogfish 60?" I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Sure.
So it kind of stayed that way, Stone IPA was probably one of the other ones. Those 2.
There you go. That
Stillwater.
makes a lot of sense there.
What is
Stone.
Stone
IPA.
Stone IPA. So, cool. Awesome. How long you been with NOBO?
So we opened 4.5 years ago in March, so we're going on anniversary 5. I was their first hire here, so I've been here ever since. So.
Awesome.
I'm called the third brother.
The third brother. So it's Tim and Steve, right?
Yeah.
Dornblaser?
Yeah. So what I like to say is, since I'm the oldest, I'm Cooper Manning. Tim is Peyton Manning. Steve is Eli Manning.
There you go. I love the fact that you went with the Mannings. That's great.
Yes. All the minutes.
Yes.
We're Giants fans, so it's.
There you go. Yeah, perfect.
There you go. So, although after yesterday, I don't even know anymore. But if you want to hear my shtick and my spiel on the Giants, tune into the sports podcast on Wednesday night, and you'll get an earful. So,
or just
follow me on Facebook. You'll get an earful too. So.
And all you're going to get is a whole bunch of poo emojis.
No.
about the ref, and
That's when I don't care anymore, and I just keep hitting the poo emoji.
and also there's going to be a meme with usually the quarterback. It was Daniel Jones for the longest time. I finally remembered his name. My brother and I
There you
remember
go. There you go.
And now who's quarterbacking now?
Well, it was Daniel Jones.
Mike Glennon.
Yeah,
Mike Glennon. Yeah, but
Mike
he's not
Glennon.
anymore in it too. So Daniel
He
Jones.
just keeps putting up memes introducing Daniel Jones, the turnover machine. Then it was Daniel Glennon, and then it was the whole Giants offense, the turnover machine.
Turnover machine, right? Exactly.
Mhm.
So,
It's every week.
John, just get on with it.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I see where you went there.
Hey,
There you go.
back to the beer.
Brian just said he may have only copied and pasted, but he did it while he was cooking dinner, so he was multitasking. So get off his case.
I'm not on his case.
Damn you, samurai. Anyway.
He knows better. This is not on his case. You see me on his case.
Anyway, all right. So talk about some of the history of NOBO. Tim and Brian,
Sure.
obviously, you being the third brother and Cooper and all. Talk about what were some of the trials and tribulations they had to go through. What did they? When did they decide to open? How did they do it? So forth and so on. Take us down that road.
Yeah, so they started home brewing like everybody else did. Steve got a homebrew kit from his dad for Christmas one year. They started home brewing out of their garage, grabbed a couple more friends. Eventually, they were brewing on basically a one-barrel system and had about 40 or 50 kegs all over the neighborhood.
Jeez.
And said, we either need to do this as a business or stop being idiots and making all this beer. So they chose to do it as a business and became Driftwood Ales LLC and started working on NOBO, looked for a location. In Boynton, we have what's called the Boynton Brewery District. At the time, there were two breweries here, Due South and Copper Point.
Okay.
So they wanted to get us here to have a third brewery. And it's been a pretty simple road after that.
I'm gonna have to interrupt him for a second.
Yeah.
Someone needs a beer.
Someone needs a
But
beer.
we never want to stand in the way of someone getting.
We
a
don't
beer.
want to. No. We never want to
Ever.
stand in the way of somebody needing a beer. So,
What do you order, Darren?
There goes another crushable haze.
There you go.
Crushable Haze. There you go. That's a popular beer
We got
tonight.
two crushable hazes over here. We got two Facebook jails over there.
Right.
I don't know if this gentleman over here is ordered yet.
Right.
He's waiting for his friend.
He's
waiting
waiting
for
for
a
his
friend.
friend.
That's
He's
a great Rolling
He's
Stone
not
song,
waiting
man.
on a lady.
He's just
He's
waiting.
On a friend.
Waiting on a friend. Exactly.
Wait, no.
So there you go. So Brian, how far away are you from NOBO?
4 miles.
4 miles. 4 whole miles. So,
4 whole
so
miles.
you basically live there, more or less.
Yep.
And
There you go.
about Due South and Copper.
Cheers.
Due South is no more.
No more?
Yeah, Due South
Last night was
yesterday.
Really?
What's no more?
Yeah.
Due
Oh, yeah,
South-
yeah. You told me
Due
that
South
on the way over.
closed yesterday.
They closed yesterday. Oh, that's a shame. Was it a?
Yes, they did.
Was it a?
10-year run.
Was it a need to close, or was it just a hey, we're done, we're good, we're closing?
Real estate. We'll go with real estate.
Real estate. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
with the real estate
Yeah, there's a
issue,
few out there. There's a
Yeah.
couple in Jersey just did the same thing. Real estate. Yeah. Same thing.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
there you go. All right. Cool. Awesome.
But with them closing, this is officially the closest brewery to my house now.
There you go.
There you go.
It's
There you go.
now official.
Because Copper Point is right down the road, John.
Closest as the crow flies, or actual driving distance, because we got to loop around to get in here.
Yeah, both.
Well, it's all good.
Checking.
It's all good.
Next time we'll come on the back of our crow and we'll test that.
There you go. So now a lot of their homebrews that Steve and Tim were doing, did they translate into beers that you brew at NOBO, or is that all just new stuff? They just developed new stuff.
No, they did. The core beers are basically things that they came up with as home brews. So it would be the Boynton Blonde, which is an orange blossom honey blonde, and the old school Hefeweizen that they do. The French vanilla coffee pot porter was a home brew. When
That's
we
a
started,
great
we
beer.
did a basil
Love that beer.
IPA. Speaking of adjuncts, we did a basil IPA when we first started, and
Really?
that one's now become a rotator because it's kind of a love it or hate it beer.
That was a lot of it.
'cause
That
we
was a
did it
lot
with
of
the
it for
West
me.
Coast.
Gotcha.
So yeah, a lot of those translated over, but we're the
Cool.
experimental brewery around here. So we do
That's
a lot
always
of
good.
different things. We have a jalapeno honey blonde that's a core beer now, so that's probably our most popular beer.
How many of them have you had, Dave, since you've been there? Unmute yourself, Dave.
Today I had 0. Last time I was here, I think I had 2 or 3 of them.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
I had to-
That basil IPA, John, that's a good one. I mean, you have pasta, you want wine, but that was the one beer that just paired very well with spaghetti.
Awesome.
It was
That's
a
great. No,
spaghetti.
I can actually never had anything like that before, and that's awesome. That's it sounds like I need to get a plate. You know what I had last night? I had spaghetti and meatballs for dinner. I would have loved to have had that beer with it. So
So like Darren said, they do the experimental Fridays. So every Friday there's a new creation that
that's
they make.
awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I have had that one. I think I've actually been here, I think, 3 times. Twice with my brother, and once when I was flying out of Palm Beach Gardens, Palm Beach
Very nice.
International. I stopped here first.
Just so you're aware, Samurai, I would not have any opposition to some of that basil IPA, finding its way back to Jersey.
It's not here right now. Dave's not here, man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey John, I'll keep an eye out because I love that beer. If they have it on, I'll come in.
Keep an eye out. There you go. That'll work.
Got to satisfy John's Italian side because my next beer is going to be satisfying his German side.
The next beer will be satisfying my German side, even though you'll be drinking it. But
I will be drinking it.
So, Darren, what's your?
You need another one over there?
Oh, you know what I'm going to next, right?
Lichtenheiner?
Lichtenheiner. He's going to Lichtenheiner. Are you going to Lichtenheiner?
Where is that?
Lichtenheiner?
No, I'm going to a Lichtenheiner.
You're going to a Lichtenheiner. I thought you were going to Lichtenheiner.
I'm going to drink a Lichtenheiner.
You're going to drink a Lichtenheiner. Or you're going to lick a Drinktenheiner.
This is enthralling radio.
I'm telling you.
Well,
This
podcasting.
scintillating audio coming at you right now.
By the way, if you need food,
No, I'm okay.
The food truck tonight is a Cajun food truck here, so I'm offering him my
Very nice.
muffalata.
I'll
go
take
with
one.
the Lichtenheiner.
I'll take some of
A
that.
muffalata with a Lichtenheiner.
Yeah.
I will take. I would kill for muffalata right now.
I know. I'd love a muffalata. Maybe when we're done here.
Yeah. Tom's Louisiana Kitchen. So
Love it. Love it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
their menus like right here in the barn.
There you go. Very nice. Darren, how big's the brew house?
Oh, you want to? Yeah. Okay. 5-barrel system. We have 2 15-barrel fermenters, so sometimes we make the brewers do a
Triple batch.
triple brew day and
Nice.
throw it in there.
There you go.
But we do quite a lot for how big the system is. We do a lot of. We're actually distributed all over the state of Florida. So,
That's awesome.
and we just went into cans with a couple of our core beers.
Gotcha.
They've got boudin balls and gator sausage.
They've
That
got
wasn't
what?
meant to be dirty.
They've got what
Boudin-
kind of balls?
Boudin.
Boudin balls.
Boudin, yes.
Boudin
Yeah.
balls. Like
Boudin
poutine
balls.
or
Boudin. It's
boudin is.
it's pork shoulder, Cajun Trinity. You know what the Cajun Trinity is,
Yes.
right? That's it's chili, celery, and
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees.
Drew
yes.
Brees.
Drew Brees,
Yeah.
the
Okra?
Cajun Trinity.
No, okra is just a thickening agent.
Yeah.
Right, and seasonal seasonings, special seasonings, breaded and crispy. Sounds
you go.
yummy.
All
Anyway.
right. Anyway. All right. When you know what? Back up a little bit. How long when they started the process?
What, am I too close to the camera?
Not you pain in the
Oh.
ass.
But yes. Oh.
When Steve and Tim started the process to open Nobo, did they? I almost said Nobu, like we're going to get Japanese food in the city. So,
Yes.
Chef Morimoto.
there you go. Nobo did
Iron Chef.
when they started the process till they opened in, like you said, March of 2017. What was the time frame like? How long did it take them?
It takes a while to do permitting here, so it took them a little while. And they're actually born and raised in Boca. So when they first started, they were looking in Boca Raton and maybe Delray. But
So it was going to be
South
Bora.
Florida- Yeah.
It's
Well,
gonna be Bora
I always
Brewing.
want them. Yeah, I always wanted them to open the next one in North Broward, so we can call it No Bro. But the
That would not.
but they
Yeah.
but they,
when somebody
they-
walks in,
we're
when
looking
somebody walks
there,
in, do you have a
Boynton,
Coors Light? No, bro.
No, bro. But when they started looking and they looked at Boynton really wanted them here, and so it probably took about 2 years to get them here. I actually
Wow.
met them at the Delray Beach Beer Festival, probably its inaugural year, which was 2014 or 2015, serving the Basil IPA, and I just kind of kept track of them until they opened, and that's how I ended up stalking them and getting a job here. So
Oh, so they were a gypsy brewer to begin with?
they
Or-
just brewed out of their
Oh.
home, but they would get in. Down here, a lot of people let you in to some of these places early. So like some of the beer fests and stuff. So
Well, if they had their, did they have any other permitting like that as they were? Like you
Highly.
said, what was the name
Hold
of
on,
it?
his guests are piling up.
That's
Well,
awesome.
we were at Driftwood Ales is the LLC,
Driftwood
but
Ales,
somebody
okay.
else owns that name. Even though they're not in the United States, I think they're in Canada. So then they changed the name to NOBO because the city was pushing so hard to get this area to be an up and coming area for people to go to, and
Right.
so we kind of figured if we jumped in, we'd pick a name that would resonate with the area and with the people here, and kind of as the neighborhood bar.
Sure. Awesome. That's great.
It works
We have
because at home I say the name of the brewery a lot because our stepson's name is Bo. NOBO.
NOBO.
He does
Nobo.
have to say it a lot.
NOBO. There you go.
Nobo, you can't have another garlic bread.
Now, is there a lot of no bry in the house too, or?
I don't think that's allowed.
That would be interesting. All right. On that note,
This is good. This Lichtenheiner.
this is
really good.
Lichtenheiner.
This-
How is the
this was-
Lichtenheiner? Oh, let me throw that up. I didn't throw up the. I didn't throw
throw
up
it
the
up?
crawl for Lichtenheiner.
Yeah, there's no fancy name for it. They're just calling it a Lichtenheiner. And I've always liked these beers. My brother and I were talking about it on the way over, and I referred to it as tasting like an Italian deli.
And I said basically meat and sweat.
About right.
So a German sour ale tastes like an Italian deli.
To me, it does, because it does taste like the meat and kind of the funky cheeses all together at once.
Sure.
This one doesn't have quite the cheesy aroma that I get from most of Lichtenheiners. This one's clean. It's cleaner. It's clearer. So I don't get that funk that
Yeah.
you normally would get one from one. So you get those from the ones that are spontaneously inoculated.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this was intentionally inoculated, correct?
Yes.
Right.
So
Yeah.
big
We did
difference.
no brettanomyces, no lactobacillus. Just
But since we are drinking a smoke beer, I'm gonna give him one of these because
There you go. This
give one
week in
John
Armstrong.
Hall's. Yeah.
There
So
you go.
we'll give that to the
You
brewery.
have to leave that here. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this right over here. Put for these guys.
perfect.
Gotta
We'll
love
put
it.
it up on our walk-in with all the other stickers. So
There you go.
thank you.
So I brought a few others out to give them. I think I've got
Did
a
you?
Bolero Snorton here. Oh
Bolero
no,
Snort.
no, that's just a sticker off of a milk carton.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's like, have you seen this person?
He's still looking for that kid.
I'm still waiting for the can. Never mind.
Don't go
I'll leave
there.
it alone. You know where I'm going. All right, that's good. There you go. All right. So, Brian, are you drinking the same thing? You're drinking a Lichtenheiner as well, right?
I am. One of my favorite styles is a sour IPA, and I think the smoke is a good alternative to like the hops and the bitterness. So to me, it's right up there and similar in style. But
So it's
You know-
slightly soured, slightly smoked.
Yeah.
Sour ale, basically.
yeah, nice and crisp, and kind of what I love about a sour IPA is you get that crispness, you get that bitterness, and it just kind of marries well.
Yes,
what this
beautiful.
does.
It's good beer. There you go.
Except for the way they do sour IPAs up in New England. Nothing's crisp about them.
Nothing's crisp about those beers.
Sour hazy IPAs with lactose
Sour.
dumped in. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
like what was the one I brought you, John, from Long Live?
Oh, geez.
Crunch berries. Crunch berries.
Crunch
right?
berries. Yeah. Crunch berries. Yeah.
Yeah, crunch.
While a good beer, not necessarily the same thing that you're drinking there.
No, not even close.
Kind of apples and donuts, basically.
Pomegranate. Oh yeah, donuts is probably better.
Yeah. Apples and a Volkswagen.
Maple bacon donut.
There you go. All right. So anyway, still busy over there? Still
yeah,
pouring
that's
some beer.
Busy Monday
Bar is
night.
filled up.
Busy Monday night. That's
We
always a good
posted
thing.
that the
Hey,
beers-
that's a good thing, though. We want busy at breweries. We want
Yes,
that. We want
absolutely.
that.
We posted the beer summer. I was going to be here.
I know. So everybody's flocking in
Yeah.
to see Dave.
Yeah, everyone in the area heard, and
And they're walking in with Uzis, pitchforks, and torches.
We put up a topless image of David, and
we did that actually down the road to force everyone to come here. They got here because they didn't know I'd be here. So
That
what
beer was
we-
fantastic. I'll have to get more of that for you, Dave.
fantastic.
Picture
Yes.
Julius with
Coconut.
a lot of toasted coconut.
And I
Not
got the
just
four
coconut, a lot of
variants.
toasted coconut. So it's got a little
I got the-
toasty note to the coconut.
I got the 4 variants when I was there, and that was not one of them.
It's a completely different beer. It's not a variant of Julius. They just use Julius as the base and they condition it on toasted coconut.
Gotcha.
It's a completely different beer. It's not in the Julius family. It's cocoa. COCO, cocoa. That's it.
So we've
There
got.
you go.
It's also kind of Star Wars night.
There you go.
Prost.
Hello to
Say hi to
everybody.
everybody. Wait.
Wave, hi.
Oh, he knows this one.
How are
No,
you?
he's going- he's got
Oh,
someone
she
who's
was
gonna say hi
waving
to
at.
her.
She was waving at him. She wasn't waving at me.
Yeah, no, he's not waving at you.
All right, there you
So
go. All right.
is this the first PDA you guys have had on the?
Yeah, absolutely. No. Dave has kissed his beer before.
Well, that doesn't count.
Which one?
Dave, we were talking about public display of affection, not
Beautiful.
personal digital assistant. So just
Oh,
wanted to
that's
clear
what I
that
was
up for
wondering.
you.
Oh, okay, I got confused.
Personal digital assistant.
That too. There you go. Yeah, there's been none of those on the show, so we'll leave that alone. All right.
Yet.
On that note, I'm going to open my second beer. How's that sound?
Oh, you got a second?
I do have a second.
What are you drinking?
I actually have a few minutes. Let's see what I did there.
My
My second beer is going to be Black Hog, hence the cap, gingerbread s'mores coffee milk stout.
Wow.
talking
Season.
about adjuncts.
Yeah.
Hey, foreshadowing again. I just,
But we got to see how it compares to S'morealis.
S'morealis is a
Remember
good
S'morealis?
beer. I remember S'morealis.
L'Oreal.
S'morealis was a good beer. So we're going to compare.
Mhm.
All right.
The
I'm gonna
S'morealis
pour
comes from Smug Brewing, which is in Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
this Pawtucket. And this
Most
is in
people will
Oxford,
remember.
Connecticut, so it's not
Most-
far away.
Not that far. Most people remember I lived about 4 blocks away, and that was a s'mores beer, but it was a coffee s'mores beer.
All good.
Yep.
Who
Which
doesn't
is,
like a s'mores
and this is a gingerbread coffee s'mores beer.
So yeah,
Yeah.
oh man, they've gone one step beyond, not graham cracker, gingerbread.
One step beyond. That was a good show back in the early 60s.
It's a good
I
Madness
wanna-
song too.
I want to name a beer called Adjunct.
And a good
Tour,
Madness song, yeah, too.
is what I
Adjunct
want.
Tour.
I
One
want to name a
step
beer called Adjunct Tour,
beyond.
but they won't let me do
So
it.
rather than doing that IPA,
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah.
so rather than doing that IPA with like 30 hops in it, do one beer with 30 adjuncts in it.
Yeah,
Jeez.
just call it Adjunct Tour.
Yeah, but at that point, do you taste any of them?
Doesn't matter.
Not
Yeah.
really. So there you go.
Maybe one of those
It's
where
like-
every sip you get a different adjunct.
There's the pour
Yeah.
right there.
Ooh,
This-
potato chips.
This Axe and Arrow stemless Tiku. Potato chips. Let's put pickles, dill pickles, and potato chips in a beer. There you go.
I'm sure it's been done.
I'm sure it has been, but let's do it anyway.
You can call it void fill.
Yeah, exactly. I love this stemless Tiku from Axe and Arrow, but the black writing should be white. For
Oh
stouts.
yeah,
it
well
should be.
yeah, but mostly you put IPAs in Tikus. I don't see a lot of stouts in Tikus.
Well, they should have both. They should have white. If you're going to pour, you get one of each, right? You get
There
the
you go.
white writing for when you pour stouts, and you get the black writing for when you pour IPAs in.
Hashtag
Makes
proper
perfect
glass.
sense to me.
Hashtag proper glassware.
Proper glassware. Makes perfect sense to me. Exactly.
So, how do we got with that?
Oh, hold on. I got to put this up. All right. The gingerbread is fantastic.
Okay.
The coffee is roasty. It's bitter, but it's like not overly roasty, not overly bitter. It's like perfectly spot on.
Okay.
I'm going to say this is probably a damn close tie to S'morealis.
Interesting.
The only thing that doesn't put the only thing that gives it a little bit of difference, obviously, is the gingerbread, but it's pretty damn good. Yeah, you know what? I mean, I can't really tell you one over the other. I can remember for the most part how S'morealis was, but unless I have them side by side, I can't tell you which is better. But they're damn close. So we'll leave it at tie. We'll leave it at tied.
Yeah, S'morealis, the coffee and the chocolate really came through on that with the marshmallow in the back. That's why I liked it.
The marshmallow's way in the back, chocolate's up front with the coffee, and the gingerbread is like just sitting right on top of it. It's really nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Tasty
Sounds
beer.
good. Sounds
Tasty
yummy.
beer. All right, there you go. Gingerbread s'mores, coffee milk stout from Black Hog Brewing. There you go. That's my number 2 tonight. So
You'll have to do the holiday beer here, Dave, before you go. The checking it twice. That's a good one.
yeah,
Really, should I switch up my number 3?
I think you should switch up your number 3.
Yeah, because my number 3 is the same style, but they just added.
You can have one of those after we're done.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a Christmas show. You gotta have the holiday beer.
I had one to begin with, so yeah, I may have to.
You may have to.
I want them to make. I want them.
Did
to
you
make
drive
another
there?
one. No, he did.
Then what's the difference?
There's none.
Have 6 beers. Why not?
I'd like them to rename it to Checking It Thrice, just up the.
There you go. I thought there was going to be some form of like a Czech style that was Christmas-sized, if you will, holiday-ized, if you will.
Not everything has to be a
Checking
pun.
it twice. CZECH. Checking it twice.
I'm sure there's one out there already.
Probably, but that would be awesome, though, wouldn't it?
Guarantee you, there's a winter warmer based off of a Czech lager, Czech Pilsner.
Czech dark lager based off of a winter warmer based off of a Czech dark lager. That would be spot on right there.
Oh God, I wish I knew someone who had a brewery. Give them that idea.
I don't know. I'll have to work on that. I'll have to figure that out.
I don't know anybody.
I don't know.
We'll
have to find somebody and let them know. And then maybe
know.
next year on the show, once it's brewed, we can have it.
Yep, and we can call it Checking It Thrice.
We can call it Checking It Thrice. Yeah, there you go.
With the CZ. There we go.
With the CZ. So.
He doesn't realize that he's still on mute. There we go.
There we go.
No, he didn't come off mute.
Darren didn't come off mute. I can't unmute him.
No, we're talking about brother.
Yeah,
Oh, Brian. Okay.
There's Weetag, Connecticut. Direct Proof Brewing has a Checking It Twice.
See, this is why it needs to be Checking It Thrice.
There you go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Checking it twice. So it'll be Checking It Thrice.
Yes.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go. All right.
And
cool.
they'll have to have me collab in that because it's one of my favorite words.
Right. Or
We can
making
work
a
on that.
list, or we could just call it. We could tell them making a list and checking it twice.
LISZT.
There you go. Making a Franz list and checking it twice.
So it went thrice.
All right, thrice. Yeah, okay. We went down a really weird rabbit hole here. All right. Anyway, as soon as Darren is ready, we will.
Well, Darren's got Bart busy for him.
Bart's busy. Do what you got to do, Darren. You got it. You're good.
No, I'm
You're
good. I'm good. Everybody's good to go.
He is quenching the thirst of Boynton Beach.
It's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Always a good thing. So what's coming up on the agenda for NOBO? Release wise, event wise.
So we've got a crazy 2022 going. So
By the way,
we are
hold that
expanding.
thought. I just want to
Yeah.
point this out to you. Somebody pointed this out today in a meme and went around. I don't know if you saw it or whatever. That feeling of dread when you realize that 2022 is pronounced 2022.
Yes, they used
Okay.
Moira's image from Schitt's Creek on that one.
Right, yeah, it was Mora's image, yeah.
I get it. Also, right?
Right, so anyway, continue. 2022 is crazy.
No, you're good. So we are expanding. So we're tripling in size. So in about a week,
awesome.
the
Cool.
wall to my left is going to come down, and we will end up having a private event space. We're going to have a double-sized bar, double the taps, all these good things that are happening there.
You getting a bigger brew house, or are you still doing
Yeah,
a 5-barrel system?
They're going to get a
We
more
are-
secure O.
Yeah, we're going to get a more secure O.
Yeah,
More secure O. Yeah, that's what everybody always wants, a more secure O. I
That's
tell
what
you.
every guy in North America. That's a more secure O.
Dear Santa.
Send me all the women on the naughty list.
Seriously, we need we need what's his name from WikiLeaks to get Santa's list for us, so we know who all the naughty people are.
Assange.
So, so we're expanding. We're going to keep the same 5-barrel for now. We're looking at getting a larger production side, but we're doing some contract brewing right now as far as distribution goes. So we are hoping to use our spaces to do more bigger experimental projects.
Nice.
Which you don't really need anything more than a 5-barrel for that. Who wants to experiment on a 30-barrel?
No, you can't experiment on 30 barrels.
So you
Although I do know some people that do experiment on 30 barrels, but
yes, but you keep the 30. You get a 30 barrel, and you continue to experiment on the 5.
Yeah, exactly. But we're just getting some more equipment, a lot more tanks and things like that, so we can play around. Bigger barrel system for more barrel age stuff.
Nice.
Then in March, I think it's the third Saturday in March is our 5th anniversary. Usually we release a bunch of crazy beers for that. Last year we had 83 beers on tap.
Really? Wow.
This year I keep pushing the guys in the back to do 100. For the 5-year to do 100. So
yeah, I mean, if you've
done
83,
I only count 21 taps. How did you have 83 on?
Every hour.
There you go.
So we did 4 hours, 20 beers an hour, and we rotate them.
There we go.
This year, I think we need to do 5 hours and 100 beers and do 20 beers an hour.
Yeah,
Unfortunately for me, I don't brew, and everybody in the back so far has done what you did when I say that earlier.
Told you you were number 1?
Yeah, told me I was number 1. Correct. So that's the first 3 months of the year is an expansion in the anniversary, 5-year anniversary. So plus we just went statewide for distribution about 6 months ago. We have cans and Total Wines around the state
Very nice.
That type of stuff. So yeah, we're just we're really moving.
That's great.
Rocking and rolling here a little bit. So
well, I mean, I can tell you right now that Dave will concur with me that your second state, once you get beyond Florida for distribution, your second state should definitely be New Jersey.
You got
New Jersey. Yeah.
New Jersey.
Yeah, well, considering half the people that live down here are from New Jersey.
This is true.
Originally,
there's definitely a simpatico thing going on between the 2 states. So.
We apologize. For all the people from New
Now,
Jersey.
I've been told New York, though. So should we go to New York and then you guys can just cross over the border? Or
well, no, New York City is great, but you want to be in Jersey and then let them come over to New Jersey.
Yeah, you know why? Because it's free to get into Jersey. You charge to get out of Jersey. Every bridge and tunnel, the charge is only to get out of Jersey, not to get in.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Okay.
No, it's the other way around. Yeah. So
charges to get out. No, it's free to
get in.
It's free to get into Jersey. Yep. They charge to get out of Jersey. Yes, you were right. You said it right.
There's a method to their madness.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We'll send you tons of jalapeno honey blonde.
Yeah. Just send
that would actually go over
send
well.
the jalapeno honey blonde to North Jersey. Send the basil IPA
to South Jersey.
South Jersey, yeah, exactly.
And Central Jersey apparently doesn't exist.
And no, Central Jersey doesn't exist.
Yes, no. They get nothing and like it.
Did you see that they'll get nothing and like it? There was another meme that said Did you see that on the
East-West one?
The East-West,
yeah.
East Jersey, West Jersey.
Just to settle the North Jersey, South Jersey.
That's the first time I've heard that phrase ever.
It was on. Brian, are you on the EGT or the Essential Guy Talk group on PJ Windle's group on Facebook?
No.
It's somebody put that meme up today. There's an East Jersey, West Jersey. Yeah, they said. And he put up. He says, "I'm going to solve this North Jersey, South Jersey, Central Jersey thing once and for all." And he put that picture.
And all it did was open up the debate.
Yeah.
Even wider.
I heard
it was weird though. If you
East
looked
Jersey
at it,
has
though,
pork roll, and the other one has Taylor ham.
Taylor ham, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No,
who gets pork roll?
It would be the other way. Well, East Jersey would have Taylor ham, and West Jersey would have pork roll. Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't know if you noticed though, there was like a separate piece of West Jersey all the way up, like by Port Jervis, New York, that was like off, like by itself, tiny little bit up there. We'll post it. If anybody listening to this, all right, if you're watching on Facebook Live right now or rewatching,
if you even remotely care,
or if you remotely care, whatever, we'll share this meme on the Log Room Guys Facebook page. We'll put that up. I'll put it up as soon as the show is over because I'll forget if I don't. So, but it's pretty interesting. So it's pretty funny. And for some reason, and I don't know how much I believe it, but I know Dave needs another beer.
We're going to do the
Yes, I
checking
know.
it twice.
He's giving me the look, you the look,
Yeah.
checking it twice. All right.
Uh,
Twice.
Whatchamacallit? If it says that it was from like 1668, so like back in the 1600s, apparently, it was what this meme is trying to say that there wasn't. It was an East Jersey and a West Jersey, and I hear Darren washing glasses, so that's pretty wild.
Yeah. I explained to
He's
him
not washing
earlier.
glasses.
I explained.
That's actually for Tim. So if he watches this, he sees that I wash glassware. He
I
claims
got you.
don't.
Perfect. All right.
The interesting thing is, and we told him before the show that it's not the strangest sound we've had on the show.
No. Not even in the least.
No, we're not even close. Earbuds pick up everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they do.
Even yeah. Well, we'll
Yeah.
leave it at that. Anybody that's regular watcher of the show will know
Knows what we're talking
about. So there you go.
Yep.
And I'm not going to say his name because if we say it 3 times, he'll come on the show. So we don't.
Yeah, so he's like Beetlejuice.
And we love him. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
we don't need him on the show at the moment.
There we go.
There we go. So,
So,
love you, bud. You know who you're talking about.
no, he's not watching.
He's not watching. he's stealing a beer. He's stealing a beer somewhere.
He's stealing a beer
He's
and
stealing
making
a beer somewhere.
and making John Hall's life hell.
And making John Hall and Justin Kennedy's life hell.
Oh well, even heller.
Exactly. Hellis.
Hellis.
So we're back to beer. What are you drinking? Go for it.
This is checking it twice. This is their winter ale. It's at 6.8%. This is we threw John a curveball, so he doesn't have a crawl made up for this one yet.
Not at all. Not even close. I'm not putting it on.
John is such
Orange,
an E
orange
ESPN.
blossom honey, ginger, and cinnamon.
That's lovely.
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 Orange blossom honey, ginger, and cinnamon.
And the thing
Yeah.
is, the ginger and the cinnamon just kind of dance around in there together, rather than one dominating the other. It's just a beautiful little tango in that glass. That's
Yep.
beautiful.
That's
I
pretty
like
nice.
that. Liking
That's
that.
beautiful.
Liking that.
Beautiful. Cool. All right. Hey, you know what?
What?
We're talking about basil IPAs. We're talking about I had a gingerbread s'mores coffee milk stout. You're drinking an orange blossom honey, ginger, and
whole
cinnamon. Okay.
Segway? That's what this is?
I think it might be time for us to actually do our tonight's top 3 list. What do you think? What do you think?
I'm not on my
All right.
4th beer yet.
Your fourth, trust me, your fourth beer is going to be drank after we're done. So.
Yeah,
He's
We may still be on here, but the show won't be going. Anyway.
yeah, the show won't.
Anyway, tonight's
What is
top
it?
3 list. Tonight's top 3 list. We'll see.
Brought to you by Brian Seashon.
Brought to you by Brian Seashon.
This was his idea.
This is his idea. There we go.
And
This is
adjunct
where-
for brewing.
We've been talking about adjuncts all night. All the beers we've been drinking have had, all the beers I've been drinking have had adjuncts in them. And
not
what you're
us.
drinking right now have had adjuncts in them. And we've been talking about a lot of adjuncts. So tonight, it's about adjuncts. But if you remember, earlier in the year, in fact, I believe it was our first show of 2021, we had Jason Goldstein from Icarus on, and our top 3 was favorite adjuncts in beer. Of course, Dave's favorite adjunct is coconut. Dave, what's my favorite adjunct?
Maple.
Maple. Very good. Thank you very much. All right. But tonight we're gonna take a little bit of a twist. We're gonna do top 3 least favorite adjuncts. Least favorite adjuncts.
Why did you put least in quotation marks? That's
Well, I don't know. I just put it just felt like the thing to do. All right.
Was it too negative?
It was
just
a
washes
negative
off some of the
connotation,
negative?
so I had to put it in there. You know. Well, I know
Or
because
is it like
after
least,
the
as in like air quotes, like if it were an adjunct, deviled eggs would be my least favorite adjunct in a beer.
done, perfect. There you go. My least favorite adjunct in beer is deviled eggs.
That's my least favorite.
Darren, don't give some brewers out there any ideas.
Ironically, though, I love deviled eggs. I
love
don't
them
think I'd
too.
like them in beer, though.
I don't know.
With beer, fine. In beer, not so much. But anyway, so top 3.
No, we don't do 10.
We do 10 on Wednesdays. We don't do 10 on Wednesdays.
He does 10 on the sports show.
On
and
the
while
Get On
we're
With It
going through
sports show,
Everyone's
yeah.
going, get on with it. But
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So exactly. That's why we get on with it. Top 3 least favorite adjuncts in beer. We're going to start with the gentleman who's not on camera right now. Is he?
He's bringing
tending-
some it up. He's bringing business. He's
bringing business to Tim and Steve and himself and the city of
I'm
Boynton
good.
Beach.
I can start. We're good.
There you go. What are your
You can hear
top
us. So-
3? What are your top 3 least favorite adjuncts there?
Okay, so number 3 is going to hit you right where it hurts. It's going to be maple. Only because...
So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the show tonight.
Thanks, Darren. We're out.
Thank you. For only because people in Florida, because it's warm and everybody's from the north, every beer has maple of some sort. I love Steve Dornblaser to death, but his go-to winter adjunct is maple in everything. So
my favorite adjunct is maple, but not in everything. In specific,
and you can overcook the maple and just make it god awful.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it has to be done right too. Absolutely. Yeah.
I found a maple Schwartz beer he did 9 months ago last year in the back.
Please get me some.
And
send it. Give it to Dave. Give it to Dave. Give it to Dave. Give it to Dave.
Together.
Give it to Dave. I'll Venmo you. Give it to Dave.
I can run back there and tap a couple beers for you.
Well, not for him. You can't tap it for me though. That's the problem.
Yeah, I'll just tap it for Dave, and he can tell you how it tastes.
And then you know what, John?
Gee, thanks.
And then I can go.
Yeah. I know. Anyway, all right. I'll just have to find. Number 2.
Number 2, banana.
Okay, fair enough.
I hate banana. People are doing banana splits. A lot of banana sours now.
I love that show.
Those type of beers. The banana splits.
John, you need to use that recording for your intro. I hate banana. I hate banana.
Banana. Oh, no, that's on there. That's an intro. Don't worry, it's coming up.
Banana. And the number 1, oddly enough, is pepper beers. Anything that's spicy.
And it's like their most popular beer here, isn't it?
Yes, our most popular beer here is the jalapeno honey blonde. And I do not like pepper beers at all. So I sell it as the most popular beer, but if people are like, do you recommend it? I'll just stare at them.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. So it is our most popular beer here. It's also a lot of New Yorkers who come down want that to go up to New York a lot. So, but I just cannot do spicy. Spicy food, great. Spicy beer,
Not so much.
But it's not really spicy. It's just got a flavor of jalapeno.
Well, I actually have a habanero puree in here that people ask me to put in it to make it spicy.
Okay, that would make it spicy, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You do what now?
Jalapeno puree. So you pour the beer and then add extra jalapeno puree to the beer.
No, habanero.
Habanero puree.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah. You got to get scorpion. You got to get scorpion pepper puree. If they really want it, just stick it to them. Say, hey, you know what? You want hot? Here you go. Here you go, fucker. Here you go.
You go one. You can go one higher with Reaper.
Yeah. Well, even better. Yeah. I was being a little nice.
Reaper is currently the hottest commercially available pepper, but they've made
Carolina Reaper.
Hotter. Carolina Reaper. That's
Darren, Beer Samurai is
not Georgian Reaper.
A pepperhead too.
Or Alabama Reaper.
Yeah, I hit them both then. Good.
No, but I agree with you. There's some beers that I like that are spicy, like Crime and Punishment from Stone. Those things have nagas. They got scorpions in it. There's habaneros in that. That thing will destroy you. And I do love that beer, but some of them that are just like I don't like jalapeno so much.
No, I'm not singing a song, but I can take your wine. Thank you.
Someone just gifted Darren a bottle of
Gifts.
wine.
Right. People keep giving gifts.
There you go.
Good.
People give me gifts, not gifts.
Thank you, sir.
They leave off the T. They give me gifts all the time.
Yes. Well, that's our whole conversations on the dipshits. Is all
on the dipshits, yeah, exactly.
Yes. So those are Darren's least 3 favorite.
Those are maple, banana, and pepper. All right, let's move to Brian. Brian, what are your top 3 least favorite adjuncts in beer? Go.
Well, this one's easy. It's flavored coffee, and flavored coffee.
Flavored coffee.
No, what he's doing is he's actually bashing on his favorite brewery, one of his favorite breweries, if not his total favorite brewery.
Yeah, well, I love coffee and beer, and coffee with another adjunct to flavor it is fine. But if you use kind of that flavored coffee, can we say Barney's, something like that?
Sure.
It has that chemical taste to it. It's
I got you. Not
good. And to David's point,
the flavoring that they put in coffee is clearly not flavoring. They're not flavoring raspberry coffee
Yeah.
with raspberries.
I can't even stand the smell of flavored coffee. Then you put it in beer. It's just like
I
you just
get it,
ruined
I
a
get it, I
good
get it.
batch of beer. And to David's point, yes, there is a local brewery. They make a great base stout, but when they do their flavored stouts, they use flavored coffee.
Gotcha.
It kills.
I
the
mean,
stout.
to be quite honest with you, the right thing to do would be to flavor the stout with coffee and whatever adjunct they need to use to flavor the flavored coffee.
So you're saying it's kind of lazy.
Right. So they're being lazy. Instead of, if they want to use raspberry coffee, flavor it with coffee and raspberries, not raspberry coffee.
Right.
That's
But
what they need.
in their defense, to a David's Christmas present, where one of them actually has Ecuadorian coffee beans. It's real coffee in there. So
But real coffee.
yeah,
Real, well,
With
there you go.
other
Real-
adjuncts,
that's
yeah.
different. That's different. That's different.
yeah,
Real coffee.
that's fine. But yeah,
Right.
just
And of
flavored
course-
coffees.
And of course, matching glassware.
Yes.
Well, it's a beautiful thing. You've already
Of course.
exchanged Christmas presents?
Yes, I gave him some King Julius.
Oh, okay. You exchanged beer Christmas presents.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's
I
okay.
gave-
That's okay.
I gave him King Julius and some Epitome.
There you go.
Because Epitome
Epitome.
has a special
What
special
brewery
place in
is
my
Epitome from?
We can say the brewery, just not his
We
name.
can say the
That-
brewery.
That's from Carton Brewing.
And
down
who's
in
the
Atlantic
owner
Island.
of Carton?
We're not going to say his name because that would be one. And we're not even getting close to that.
All right. Aw.
No. We'll have him on again.
Gee.
There is a G in his name. Yes, there is.
Never mind. I'll leave it at
Aw.
that. Anyway.
G.
We got a
I see
comment
what you
here.
did.
Hold on. It's from Doug Smith. Here we go. Doug Smith. What is with many domestic brewers putting adjuncts in gozes? Coriander and salt will do. I agree with you 100%.
Yes, I do as well. Except the funny thing is, I don't like coriander.
But in gozes you do.
Hey, John.
But I mean, you go to Germany, you have a Goza. I mean,
Darren,
don't put
I
syrup in.
really am. Could you, all right, Darren?
So that-
you need to fill a crowler.
Yeah, right.
Darren,
right?
you need to fill a crowler with that. You need to fill a crowler with
Yeah,
that.
that is good. Right?
Oh my God, John, that is a serious screw you.
All right.
This is
So
so,
that is a,
good.
Dave, if you do not leave there with a crowler of that and bring it back to New Jersey, I will
So
never
this is-
speak with you again. I will talk with the guests every Tuesday night, but not with you.
I'll try to hold the rest of this in my mouth until I get home, and I'll just baby bird it into you.
Yeah, this is a so that's a bourbon barrel aged, 16% stout with cinnamon and maple. So we call it second breakfast.
All right.
So it's not what you thought it was.
No, that's fine.
It's even better.
But, oh my
Yeah, even
God.
better. All right. So
This is so good.
so I'm assuming you fill crowlers, right?
This isn't on.
We're
This isn't on tap though.
well. Here's the weird part. Like we are actually.
Well,
out
you
of
can take a
crowlers
crowler in the
because
back
of
and pour it
crowler
off the
shortage.
tank.
No, they're out of it now.
I'm out of crowlers. It's a crowler shortage.
Oh, a
boy.
likely story.
I'm not-
I'm crowlerless.
just like
you
it's the
guys are
computer that
stickless.
makes you late.
Anyway, Doug Smith also
I'm
said, "Don't get
crowlerless.
all the wacky adjuncts in that style." I agree. There's enough of it. You know, there's one or two. You know, I mean, if there's something light or something like that.
I do like a key lime goza though.
Yeah, key lime is actually probably the best one that has any adjuncts in it that I get along with. That's fine.
That I like.
So.
Well, I mean, they're designed for one flavor.
One
Right,
flavor.
yeah,
One
it's
flavor.
when you
Not
start piling them
17.
on.
It's stupid. It's just stupid. Yeah, it's stupid.
Because you go to Germany, you get a bowl. I mean,
Oh, God.
You get yeah.
you get a bowl, and they just stir in the syrup.
That's yummy.
Right,
Did
exactly.
you get any of this?
I'm sure she's had that before.
Oh,
but I'll
you've
give
had
her
it.
some.
Oh, she's had it. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's
Because we're all sitting here enjoying it at the bar, and like
There
there's
you
one
go.
person just sitting there.
It's
Gotta love it.
She's eating her muffalata.
Oh, jeez.
just keep
Here we
telling
go.
John how good
You guys
it
are killing
Just
me.
keep telling John how
This
good
is
it
so good. The maple really, really smooth in this.
And
So thank you all for coming out and watching the Lager Room tonight. And
This maple syrup.
the second time I've done that.
Also barrel aged.
The maple's barrel aged too, John.
the maple's barrel aged too.
It's a
All right.
bourbon barrel aged maple
Right.
with the bourbon barrel. Yeah,
I-
It just-
I-
it just
I will
coats your
never
tongue.
set foot in the state of Florida again if I don't get a growler.
Hard on.
Anyway.
And Florida will take NOBO forever.
Perfect.
Probably that's the problem.
See, Darren,
All right.
you just learned right away how this show goes.
There you go.
Yes, exactly.
It goes off the rails constantly.
Perfect. If I can add to that, I'm more than willing to.
Gotta love it. All right.
Show's at its
All right.
best when it goes off the rails. Actually, if we stick to our plan, it's
Forget
boring.
it.
Fuck.
And if it's at-
But when do we ever stick to our plan? That's the problem.
And if it's at John's expense of drinking such a delicious beer filled with maple goodness, then
And bourbon barrel yumminess.
So many intros coming out of this one show. Anyway, all right. Samurai, what are your 3 least favorite adjuncts?
Well, it's orange blossom honey, cinnamon, and no. Wait a second. That's what's in here. I like that. No, it's I had a little trouble with this one, but I'm going to start off with matcha. I don't particularly like matcha by itself, but I've had it in beers, and I just wish people would stop. I don't need a green tinge to my beer, first of all.
Yeah.
And it's just it's awfulness. Number 2, I'm going to go with whatever form that you want to use that's going to throw licorice, be it star anise, licorice, or fennel. And those are, oddly enough, the 3 ingredients in one of the coffee variants from Carton Brewing, right?
Yep.
Which is the only irregular coffee that I just did not enjoy whatsoever, because I just don't like licorice in beer. Because to me, when you get like an imperial stout that's got too much age on it, what does it throw? It throws licorice.
Licorice, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So to me, the flavor of licorice to me is age. So I don't like licorice in beer.
I don't either.
So that's number 2. There's no order to these.
No, there's no order to any of these. It's just their least
ever.
favorite, so why would you order them? It doesn't matter.
Yes. And then another one, I mean, I was going to go with mint, but I do like fat mint from Southern Tier. And so I said, no, I got to come up with another one, because there is actually a beer that I like that's got mint in it.
You mean thick mint?
Thick mint. You're right. Thick mint, not fat mint.
Thick mint.
I was going to say fat mint.
But thick mint, no,
Thick mint. It's thick mint. Thick mint.
And they say, if you're thick, come over. If you're sick, stay home. But thick mint just tastes exactly like a thin mint cookie.
I don't even want to go there.
Yeah, it's just so damn good. So I was going to eliminate that one and go with another one, but I couldn't come with another one. So we're going to stick with mint, even though I've got a couple of examples of where I like mint in a beer.
I gotcha. So, that, you know what? It could be your least favorite, but you still drink some form of it, you know?
Well, if we're going to go with least
look
favorite.
Look at it that way, you know?
Unfortunately, this isn't an adjunct, because I'd say pumpkin. But it's not an adjunct. It's actually the soluble
right,
sugar
but is
in the
pumpkin,
beer.
you say
not
pumpkin, though. Is pumpkin really a least favorite adjunct? Because when you put pumpkin meat in a beer, it's not the pumpkin meat, it's the... Well, it's an adjunct, but it's not the... It's the pumpkin meat with the cinnamon and the allspice.
You're right.
Pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice.
So there's my third.
Spice.
Pumpkin spice. And I also don't like Uggs in beer.
Dirty socks in beer I don't really like either, but, you know.
Well, you know why pumpkin spice and Uggs go together.
Kick your Uggs off at the door. That's what I tell
yes.
people. Coming here for pumpkin.
Exactly.
The question's very basic.
Completely different. Yeah, I know. I got you. I understood where you were going.
Wasn't that beer good?
That was fantastic. I love how the smoothness of that maple played with that bourbon aging.
Yeah.
Really good.
It smooths out the
He usually reserves it for his sports podcasts.
Yeah.
But it's made a showing here.
Although I will say, my lips are all sticky now. Was that maple? It's going to stick with me. I'm going to wake up in the morning.
All right.
Oh, God, yum.
My top 3 least favorite adjuncts.
Oh, yeah.
Hard. Aaron, Brian, and Beer Samurai.
Darren, Brian, and Beer Samurai. Done right there. All right, now seriously. There's been a couple of breweries that actually I was gonna. Well, here's the thing. I said this the day before. I know I can actually smell the maple, Dave, Brian, Dave, both of you, Darren, all of you.
Mine's on my breath.
All right. Anyway, I was gonna say rice, but I actually do enjoy a lot of craft brewed Japanese rice lagers. They're amazing. So rice. When I say rice, I mean the adjuncts they use in Bud Light, Bud, and everything else.
Is that bread pudding?
It's a caramelized pecan bread pudding with a white chocolate sauce.
When's that truck leaving?
You might want to order it now.
Dave, can you bring me home? Can you bring me home a slice of that too, please?
You're
It'll
getting
go really
nothing
good
like it, you're from Central
with,
Jersey.
Shoot me now! Shoot me now! Shoot me now! All right, so my 3. Here we go. There are a few breweries that actually brew with maca root.
With
You said
oh,
matcha,
maca
not
root,
matcha,
yeah.
maca root. Maca
Yeah,
root.
yeah.
I am not a fan. I'm not a fan. I get what you're trying to do, and there are benefits to it, and this and that and everything. I just, you know what? No.
But
If
the
I'm-
health benefits, and if you've ever
Putting
watched
health
the way that
benefit-
John and I eat, drink, and John smokes cigars, health and us,
Yeah, not so much. No.
yeah, it's not
No.
one thing. It's something.
I
That
mean,
not, yeah,
you
it's
know.
not something on our radar.
It's like sitting in an oven and bringing a little portable fan while you're in the oven. You know? It's not- you know.
Well, it's like ordering a bacon double cheeseburger and a Diet Coke.
And a Diet Coke. Right, there you go. No,
It's like,
the analogies. That's what we're good for.
Yeah.
There you go. Anyway,
Well,
maca
no,
root.
Diet Coke,
So maca root's my
Diet
number
Coke's
3.
pretty unhealthy.
It is
Yeah,
actually.
clean a car battery.
Diet Coke's actually more unhealthy. Diet Coke's actually more unhealthy
Yeah.
for you than regular Coke.
Yes,
I mean, to a
correct.
point.
it's probably more unhealthy for you than the bacon double cheeseburger.
Probably, yeah. Because I mean, you're not going to eat a bacon double cheeseburger 3 meals a day every day. You know.
Really?
Well, some people, not necessarily us, but that's besides the point.
I've been doing it wrong.
Depends on where you get the double cheeseburger and the bacon from.
For
Anyway.
breakfast, you don't do the double, single.
No. Single for breakfast.
Yes,
Absolutely.
moderation.
You got to put a slice of pork roll on it too.
Yeah.
That's the-
Taylor.
Taylor ham.
Cheers.
Here's the other thing, and we've said this on the show a lot. John grew up in Taylor ham. He moved to pork roll. I grew up in pork roll. I moved to Taylor ham
Okay.
because it's a regional thing in Jersey.
It's
Yeah,
original.
yeah.
Thing. Yeah. It's the same thing, by the way, mind you. Just
And it's the
pointing it
interesting
out.
thing is, like they
Exactly.
pointed out, New Jersey is the only place that will shank each other over breakfast meat.
right, exactly. So, anyway, so maca root's my number 3. Number 2,
So
it's
the
close
Macarena,
to,
you don't like the Macarena.
I do not like the Macarena. You know, I don't.
I'm
don't
with you
like
on that
this
one.
whole thing. You know, I don't like that. Yeah. Anyway, fennel.
So we're in line with that.
I mean, you want to. He said licorice. I said fennel. Same type of thing.
Well, I
I
said all the
love.
things that throw licorice.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll eat licorice. I'll drink Zambuca. I'll eat fennel sausage. I
do you
love
like
fennel
the Sambuca
sausage.
first?
What's that?
Do you like the Sambuca first? Flaming shots of Sambuca?
Flaming shots of Zambuca. Yeah.
With a
Just remember,
coffee
you got to
bean.
blow the flame out before you drink it, though.
They got to put a coffee bean in it.
No, because if you got balls, you'll toss that whole thing down, take the
Yeah.
shot glass, and turn that upside down.
Yeah,
with
you
the
can.
bar.
See this mustache? It'll burn right off if I do that. So you have to blow it out first.
This is why I was trying to talk you into it, because that'd be damn good television.
Exactly. Anyway, so fennel. So any licorice, fennel, all of that. That's definitely one that I'm good with. I'm good. I get it, but I'm good. And pepper, but I like peppers. I will drink certain pepper beers, so I'm going to actually put a couple of adjectives on there. Super spicy peppers. Peppers. Pebbles. Super spicy pebbles. Yeah. She was,
With the kids.
she was one of these. She was the sixth
spicy
Spice Girl. She was the sixth Spice Girl. They kicked her out. It was a
Just don't let Bolero know about that, because there'll be lactose in it.
exactly. I say peoples. Anyway.
Oh, that's Pebbles.
Pebbles.
Pebbull.
ULLS. Yeah. Couple extras. Anyway, super spicy pepper. The point where you're just, you take a sip and you might as well have just bit into a nuclear chicken wing.
Yeah, like Stone's Crime and Punishment.
Which I'd
Those are
rather do
actually-
that. But,
Those are actually two separate beers, people.
no, I got you.
I know you know. Not everyone does.
This is true. Go ahead.
But one's crime, one's punishment,
Yeah.
and they've got slightly different chili loads to them. Because peppers are one thing, chilies are another thing,
Sure.
but they're kind of the same thing in the American
They're
parlance.
the same thing.
but-
Well, they blend at a point. That's where
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, crime and punishment, two different beers. But it's like when you get up to that level of heat. Oh, there we go. See what we just got.
There you go.
There we go. There
Sticker
we go.
in return. There you go.
Stickers in return. So so those two, when you get to that level of heat, is there any difference in flavor if you change up the chilies?
No.
No.
Once the capsaicin reaches a certain point, all you're getting is the heat. So it doesn't
And-
matter what other adjuncts or what other hops or what malt or what anything is in the beer. It doesn't matter. The capsaicin takes over everything, and you're
also
done.
what's running out of your nose.
Right, and you're done.
So is Cave
I
Creek
can-
responsible for this?
You can actually
Yeah.
taste. You can actually taste the flavors in food with different peppers, and you can't
No.
much more so than you can with
But
beer.
my,
Not
but my brother's
cayenne.
right. My brother's right. Cave Creek was the first chili beer, right? And I really think it really started a craze on chili beers because everyone decided we can do this better because everyone can do it better because Cave Creek chili beer was just like straight up jalapeno juice in a pale ale,
Right.
and it just overtook the beer entirely. It
But
wasn't even pale ale,
when they
it was
started it,
blonde.
didn't they actually put a chili pepper in the beer?
There was a
bottle?
chili pepper in the bottle.
It was like the worm in the bottle of a tequila.
Tequila, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's funny is though I've had plenty of like jalapeno beers or even a couple of habanero beers where they brewed it in a way or they did it in a way that you actually got the flavor of the pepper without the heat.
Well,
Yes.
And
that's
it's
what the
amazing.
jalapeno honey
It's
blonde is here.
delicious.
Darren wouldn't
Absolutely.
recommend it, but yeah.
It's delicious. It's delicious when it comes to that. So that's what I'm saying. It's not all pepper beers. It's the ones that are just in your face heat. You take a sip, and as soon as it hits your lips, forget about your tongue and your palate. As soon as it hits your lips, and you're done. That's ridiculous. I can't
David,
stand
have you
it.
had
That's my
they
number
have a
one.
tequila jalapeno honey blonde?
I saw that, and I may have to go with that because it's a tequila barrel-aged jalapeno with agave. The sucker sits at 12%, but I'm not fucking driving.
I think you might need to do that. I think you might need
Maybe they'll make one with maple.
Well, maple might mellow it out a little bit, so you never know. It might
Has there
actually
been a
work.
maple pepper beer?
I don't know, but well, we might have to try that once. We might have to.
We're
We're gonna have to get a hold of somebody to try that.
But the thing is, what chili do you pair with maple?
Something lighter. A jalapeno, chipotle, maybe.
Chipotle.
I'm thinking. I was going to go with ancho if you don't want to get too
Ancho.
much heat.
Ancho
I'd go with
chilies, yeah. Anchos.
An
yeah, that'd be
ancho,
good.
an ancho maple.
That might be a good thing.
That might work.
not be bad at all. An ancho chili maple stout, light stout, porter even.
Porter.
Yeah, I'd go with a porter on that. I don't think you want too much body to that.
Yeah.
You know what? Steve loves maple. They do a great porter here. We'll have to talk to nobody.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go. Go for it.
There we go.
All right, beautiful. All right, let's get Darren back on for a second before we sign off.
Well, he's got some he's got new guests. You can
He's
see
got
them
new guests.
right here.
He's got new guests. How are you?
You know,
You're on the night show. There you go.
Wave at the camera.
There you go.
Well, we're doing a podcast. He's our guest, but he's busier than he usually is on a Monday night, which is an awesome thing for the brewery.
Yeah.
So this guy's sitting up in Jersey in 28-degree weather, and
That's me. Well, it's warmer in my house.
Well, he's from Indiana. He's from Indiana.
Where in Indiana?
We're in Indiana,
Oh, Indianapolis. All right.
just outside of Indianapolis and Lebanon.
Sure.
So that's nice.
Did you get down to Columbus at all and go to 450 North?
Did you go down to Columbus? He goes a lot.
But-
What do you say, 450?
450 North, yeah.
450 North Brewing? No, he's not.
It's in Columbus.
But,
It's
but
in
you know
Columbus.
what? But you know what's great about Indianapolis is the city owns a
He's
beer
on
hall.
podcast now.
Yeah.
City
It owns a beer hall.
Vanilla?
Right downtown is a building. What's the building with the upstairs and they've got all the beer taps?
Vanilla.
That's owned by the city.
Yeah.
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 So
Beautiful. There you go.
I don't know what the name of it is, but Indianapolis, they have a building with the upstairs and it's got breweries. Yeah. The city promotes little craft beer.
my brother's talking. I don't want to step on my brother. That is our special guest tonight. He's special in many ways, like helmets.
He's our special guest. So.
So one of the guests here actually got us. The chef brought this, so they've
Chef
been
brought it
they've
in.
been
Very nice. What is it? Is that the bread pudding?
So this is him right here. He's sitting over there. That is the chef right there. And can
There you
you
go.
hear him through my mic?
I can hear him. Yeah, I can hear him.
Hey, how are you?
How's it going? How are you?
Good, man.
Good.
So-
So would you bring him in? The bread pudding?
I did a Creole bread pudding I have on the menu with candied pecan topping and a white chocolate and bourbon creme anglaise sauce.
I would be, if I was there right now and not in 28-degree weather in New Jersey, I would be down there. I would be ordering the muffalata and that bread pudding. I'd be having both of them. So.
Oh, the muffalata, yeah.
John, we have a good time down here. Look at this. I mean, come
I
on.
just do the whole Louisiana
I'm gonna,
food thing.
you know what? I got to tell you, I got a feeling I'm going to have to come with Dave next year. So
There you go. Looking forward to meeting
Join
you.
in the Christmas tradition, man.
Absolutely. You got it.
He's getting it all over himself. I think
He's
he
just
likes
like,
it.
yeah. He's
I'm just kidding, buddy.
He's
like
governing it
checking.
down. There you go. There you go.
There you go. Take care. Nice to meet
All
you.
right. Good to meet you, man. You got it. Cheers.
And talk about
John, this is fantastic.
New Year's Day. They're doing an oyster brunch.
Very nice. Very nice.
Great with the stouts.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
Well,
you, sir. That is
Samurai, you need another one?
Yes, I do. We're going to do that tequila BA jalapeno W/agave.
Unless
Did I say that
anything
right?
else with maple.
Dave Maple, of course. Dave can tell you where I'm going to be for brunch on New Year's Day, where I go for brunch every New Year's Day.
Dave.
He didn't hear me.
It's called the Lager Room, guys.
Oh, he's talking about the podcast.
Yeah,
too.
we're getting some questions about the
Little.
It's called the Lager Room, guys. We're on Facebook, right? And YouTube Live.
It's Facebook and YouTube Live every Tuesday night. Not
It's usually every Tuesday around 6:30
ish.
What? Yes.
Go ahead. You don't
So
have to
this
talk
is
about
why we're doing it on Monday, because my daughter's birthday is Wednesday, and I've got to crash at my brother's house tonight, and I don't want to crash at my brother's house Tuesday night and then not be there for when she wakes up on her birthday. So we're doing a special.
So it's a special
In other
show.
words, it's an excuse to drink beer on a Monday night.
It's an excuse to drink beer Monday night.
I need an excuse to drink
It's
beer
like,
on a
I
Monday.
don't know what I'm going to be
It's
able.
an excuse.
I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow night. I mean, like my Tuesday nights for 2 years now have been, drinking beer. So.
But the one thing I love about NOBO is most of the breweries down here are closed on Mondays. So if Mondays are the worst day of the work week, right?
You hearted her, right?
I need to drink on Mondays.
Yes, Mondays are the day to drink. I just want to point something out to you, Samurai. I want to point something out to you, Samurai. We were actually Wednesday nights when we started.
We were Wednesday nights when we started.
All right, and whatchamacallit, we started becoming Tuesday nights when you went to Florida last year. We did a Tuesday night, and then we left it Tuesday night. We're going.
We're
back
not leaving
to
it on
Tuesday nights,
Monday.
but
We're not
no,
leaving
we're
it
not.
on
We're
Monday.
leaving it on Tuesdays. But my point is, every time you go to Florida, we move it a day earlier.
Because every year my daughter's birthday.
Your daughter's birthday. I know.
So get ready for the Sunday show next
Get
year.
ready for the Sunday show next year, folks. All right.
And eventually, in about 7 years, we'll be back on Wednesday.
We'll be back on
6
Wednesday.
years.
Right, exactly. So.
That's where
But just this week, folks. Just this week. All right.
Just this week. We'll be back to Tuesdays. But yeah, so I was going to say, we do that. We and it's also, we have the audio podcast.
Darren's doing his thing.
Darren's
again.
doing his dishes while he's talking. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is great audio, folks, for everybody that's listening to the audio podcast. They're going to hear Darren doing dishes and Dave promoting the podcast to bar guests. That's a beautiful. I mean, it's perfect audio.
Hey, John,
You can't ask for better.
Radio.
You still got me, John.
We're all-
I'm here, man.
No, not just always breweries, right? Because John, we're not always breweries. We do have sometimes we're at bars. We did a beer dinner at Cloverleaf Tavern.
We
with
did
Carter
a
Brewing.
beer
That was a lot
dinner,
of fun.
yeah,
That's up in
sure.
New Jersey in Caldwell. Oh, I'm gonna get this guy's information then. Here, we come to Indiana because we got to go to Indiana, and then we're gonna run down to Missouri and go and get obliterated with Tom.
Oh no, well, Tom, yeah, we're just gonna have to pass out after we actually do the show at Tom's floor.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting. You're hanging around, right? Yeah. Okay. So,
All right,
what's
so you
your
get
name?
us.
Mike, Dave, nice to meet you. This is Mike from Indiana.
You got it, Mike. Mike from Indiana, and
Courtney?
Mike and who? Courtney.
So we're gonna bring Courtney in here. She's from Florida. You going to school down here? Or just moved down here? So Courtney gets carded everywhere she goes.
Gotcha. So do I. All the time.
Yeah. You get carded all the time.
John. Every day. Yeah.
He gets
AARP
look at this
card.
Okay, we got to give that one to Darren.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Oh, you gotta love it.
Yeah. How many AARP cards do we have in this room right now?
More than we want to mention. But in any event, cool. Anyway,
And the
on
funniest
that
thing
note,
is, you know what? I am not the oldest person on the show for a change.
you are not. Brian is.
My-
By the way, folks watching, when he was going like this, he was pointing there. So
Well, because we got to do. Where is he?
Brian, how old are you?
He's
a year and a half older.
There we go. There he is. He's sitting
No,
back there.
a year and 11 days.
A year and 11
No,
days.
just
Oh, no, it's the other way around. Yeah.
it's 11 days less than a year.
11 days less than a year.
So depending on the year, whether sleep year or not, it's 353 or,
He's 55.
Irish twins.
I'm the youngest on the show. Damn.
And the ironic thing is,
No,
Dave
you
will
said
be
it right the first time. It's a year and 11 days.
Dave will be 55 before Brian is 56.
Yes.
Yes.
So
No.
what's
No,
ironic though?
wrong. No. He will be 56 before I'm 55.
I was right. It's a year and 11 days.
He was
A year
right
and 11.
the first time. A year and 11 days.
Oh no, okay, you'll be 56 before he turns 55. So your birthday is April 6th.
Yes.
We're open 7
April
days.
6th. What's
And you know,
amazing
We're
is
open 7 days a week.
And
And
what's
you know
funny-
David's birthday.
and what's funny is this is that
don't do
you're
food
11
on
days before Dave. Dave's 11 days before me.
So I am 2 years older than him for 11 days as well. Math makes no sense, but
Math makes no sense.
Don't tell Jim that.
So we're literally the exact distance apart each.
yep.
Yeah, just the opposite way. That's all.
John is the 28th.
There you go.
Synchronicity.
I tell you, right.
Oh, that's a great album.
It's a great album. A great
Fantastic album.
And there's two synchronicities songs on that album too.
Dark Scottish lock.
Dark
Yes,
Scottish
Scottish
Rock.
Rock. And Rice
Yeah.
Krispies.
Mm-hmm.
We got to yell over the sound of
The din of her Rice
din,
Krispies.
The din. That's it. The din.
din
They're Scottish.
of her Rice
They're
Krispies.
Scottish. So it's din. Din.
I love it. All right, Darren. Anything you want to tell us about NOBO before we finish up the show?
Well, let's think. Basically, we're just a local neighborhood brewery and bar, and we try to make experimental beers as best we can for South Florida. So you should definitely come down sometime because we will, we'll put any adjunct in it you want other than deviled eggs.
Even maple, Darren.
yeah,
even maple.
But in a beer,
Maple.
In a beer.
I'll do.
Can I eat deviled eggs while I'm
maple-
drinking the beer? Is that all right?
We'll do a good devil egg stout with a mayo rim job. How about that? We'll do
A
that.
mayo rim job.
I believe that is the first time the term rim job has ever been used on the
Hey,
show.
hang on. So my birthday was in November, and the customer base gave me that.
Darren, rim job master.
Well,
There.
just so you get tossed off the air, right? when they do their pumpkin beers, he is the rim job master.
he
because-
rims the beer with pumpkin
Yes.
spice.
Rim job.
I got you. I get it. I get it. I get it.
So my brother has been a recipient of one
I've
of your
gotten a
rim
great
jobs.
rim job from
Oh,
Darren.
yes. Oh,
But-
Brian has definitely had one or more of my rim
No.
jobs.
So, Brian, how is Darren at rim jobs?
Okay, so we are
It's
getting
awesome.
from
You got to lick all the way around to get all.
You got to get it all. You got to get it all.
I don't do a half-ass rim job, just so we're clear. I do not do a
the
half-ass
I
full
have-
ass.
Ass rim job. That's what he said.
So I don't know if this got over my mic, but a lot of the guests around here are going, "Oh, wow."
But see,
Because-
you know what? As funny as all of that was, though, I'm going back to the fact that he said we do a deviled egg stout with mayo on the rim. That's
He said mayo.
I'm going
he said
back
mayo
to that.
rim job. He said
Well,
mayo
yeah,
rim job.
Obviously, you know what I want.
That's what
there.
set everything off.
A mayo
that's why,
rim job
That's why
there.
it went way to the.
We got
230
about
degrees one
about
direction.
6 shows of Sounders out of this. Show. Anyway.
Have a good Christmas.
I just don't know if we want to bring up rim job again.
I mean, there might be a show or two that we might do it on.
I don't know what was worse,
Great.
bringing that up or
Top
the
three.
or
Top
the
three favorite
video.
rim
top
jobs.
three rim jobs.
There we go. Or the video slip, or that
Folks,
twirl slip.
And
John.
Mr. Zuckerberg, we're talking about when you rim a glass with a certain
That's what we're talking
spice
about?
or salt or pumpkin
So what's-
spice or anything like that. You put it on the rim of the glass and then pour the beer in it. So when somebody drinks out of the glass on the rim, there's something to go into the mix with the beer. That's what we're talking about when we say rim jobs. We just want to be certain that you understand that. That's
And it's Darren's official title. So.
and it's Darren's official title. So.
And we went left with it or right with it. I don't know.
I
political-
think we went south with it.
Yeah, I
To be
said there's
honest
no
with you.
political leaning to a rim job.
Exactly.
It's Noah.
There's nothing bad about it. So.
But so I don't know what was worse, this conversation or the pictorial slip during our. Oh no, he does. This guy has never seen the pictorial slip during the beer dinner.
Well, since that's gone, and unless somebody was watching live, they'll never know it. It never happened, so we won't bring it up on the show right now.
No,
right?
I won't bring up the.
Feel free to tell them after we're done, but don't. Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, all right. On that note, folks, we want to thank all these guys from broadcasting live from Boynton Beach, Florida today. It's been awesome. Round of applause for everybody at NOBO Brewing, especially Darren.
Thank you very much.
Everybody,
Appreciate
thank you.
The chef,
Thank
great.
you for
all the
having us
guests
on the
here.
show. It was
Everybody.
Hi, folks. How you doing?
Hi, folks.
Just
Good job.
wave to everybody. on here.
Wave. There you go. All right.
There
We gotta
you
get the
go.
one with the Albuquerque Santa Fe sort of New Mexico thing. It's on all their license plates.
There you go.
She's off
There you go.
camera, but she's got a New Mexico tattoo on her.
Beautiful. All right, let's see the tattoo, and then we'll sign off.
Okay, so we need the tattoo on. We need to show the tattoo. You got to get close to the camera.
Get a little closer. There you go.
There you go. Just get in there. So we got that.
Get a little closer.
There you go.
Don't be
Perfect.
shy.
There you go.
Thank
So-
you. All right. All right. Anyway, on that note, we'll wrap the show for today. We want to thank everybody for watching. And for those of you just listening to the audio podcast, thanks for listening. Don't forget to visit our website. What happened?
No, keep going.
Okay.
I'll do it
I'm
when
just
you're done.
enjoying the maple beer.
We'll do it there. Here we go. Don't forget to visit our.
And this bread pudding.
There you go. Don't forget to visit our website, www.logrom.com. That's LHERROM.com. And please remember, like us and follow us on all of our social media. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and, of course, our YouTube channel. All of them are at The Log Room. Remember, we go live with a video podcast.
Did you skip Stitcher?
I didn't even get there yet.
Oh, that's
Didn't
why
even get there yet. See, you jumped the gun.
Jumping.
Jumped the
Again.
gun.
He was
Well,
trying to finish at 1:30.
I know, exactly. See,
Premature advertising.
anyway, remember, we go live with a video podcast on both Facebook and YouTube, usually every Tuesday. Tonight's a special night on Monday for Dave's daughter's birthday on Wednesday. There you go. And also Brian, and also Brian's niece's birthday on Wednesday. Both of them are on Wednesday. Look at that. That's the way
Both
it
wonderful
works.
people. Yeah.
Imagine that. Exactly. Anyway, usually on
People are
Tuesday.
probably at home.
Exactly.
People are probably at home checking the program schedule.
Exactly.
Right.
Every Tuesday at 6:30, folks.
Appreciate
For
that.
those of you who just want to listen to the audio podcast, you can do so on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, and Google Podcasts. Plus, the show is now available on Amazon Music Podcasts and iHeartRadio as well. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to one or more of those feeds, and you will never miss a show. Again, thanks for following along with us. Have a great rest of your week. Thank you so much, Darren, for coming on the show from NOBO Brewing. Thank you. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Awesome. Thanks to all the Thanks to all the bar guests. There you go. Awesome. Thanks to all the bar guests for coming on too, and the chef from the food truck outside. It was awesome.
Tom's Louisiana Kitchen.
Awesome. It was awesome.
Who's feeding all these wonderful people here?
And not to mention, thanks to Brian Cichon for coming on the show too. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. Awesome. Really appreciate it. Thanks. Anyway, have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful birthday, Dave's daughter and Brian's niece, and of course my father today.
Happy birthday, Jack. Yes.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
everybody.
Absolutely. Have a great Festivus on Thursday. Have a wonderful
happy
Christmas Eve on Friday.
Oh, we
Have
didn't
an
do Feast of Strength.
Have an amazing Christmas
The Cichons
on Saturday.
will,
Feast of
Indian
Strength. I'm going to
wrestle
lift this
after we
glass
got
right
there.
now. There's my Feast of Strength right now. I'm
There's your
lifting it
Feast of
to
Strength.
my mouth right now. That's my feet of strength right
I
there.
still have some maple bourbon barrel aged stuff left if we need it. So.
Here's another number one, Dave. There you go. Darren, there you go. See, we're at the Dave. I didn't say Darren. There you go.
Oh, God, that was a good one.
All right. Anyway, have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful holiday. Have a great Christmas, folks. Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend.
We will see you before the new year.
We will see you before the new year. We got a very special show for you next week on
Who do we
Tuesday.
have on next week?
We have Mr. Matt Potensky.
Oh, I know that guy.
He becomes our number one guest. He is on for the 6th time next week.
Oh, my gosh. We exceeded Tom and Augie.
Does he get a
Exceeded
jacket?
He exceeded Tom and Augie, and that's the 2nd time I said his name, too. So.
Does he get a jacket, like a 6-timer jacket?
There you go. It's got a 6-timer jacket. We got to give him a jacket. So anyway,
No jacket for
no jacket. No.
He's a big
But
boy. That's a lot of cloth.
It's a lot of cloth. Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
It's just no jacket.
anyway, so we'll see you next week with a great show with Matt. And stay tuned because it's going to be an awesome show too. We got a couple of things we got to talk about, and it's going to be a great wrap up for 2021 on that show, folks. Anyway, again, have a wonderful rest of your week. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Have a great weekend. And we will talk to you soon, folks.
I was thinking about it. Matt from Indiana. Mike from Indiana.
Mike from Indiana. Thank you very much for coming on.
Right.
Awesome.
All right.
You got it. You got it.
Scroll for that, John.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Cheers.
Take care. Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
This is the part where we sit and watch the timer up in the upper left-hand corner to see when we're off the air.